T6-B, engine operating limits table. This will follow from left to right, top to bottom, starting with power setting, takeoff / max, torque percentage 100, parentheses 8, ITT degrees Celsius max, 820 max, N1 percentage, parentheses 1, 104 max, NP percentage, parentheses 4, 100 max, parentheses 2. Oil pressure, PSI, 90 to 120, parentheses 6. Oil temp, 10 to 105. Power setting idle. Torque percentage, 1 to 10%, parentheses 9, parentheses ground. ITT max, 750 max. N1 percentage, 60 to 61, parentheses ground, 67 min, parentheses flight. NP percentage, 46 to 50, ground. Oil pressure, PSI, 90 minimum. Oil temp, -40 to 105 on the ground, 10 to 105 in flight, 106 to 110, parentheses 7. Power setting start, ITT max, 871 to 1000, parentheses 5 seconds. Oil pressure, PSI, 200 max. Oil temp, -40 minimum. Power settings, transient, torque percentage, 101 to 107, parentheses 5 seconds, parentheses 10. ITT max, 821 to 870, parentheses 20 seconds. N1 percentage, 104 max. NP percentage, 110, 20 seconds, parentheses 3. Oil pressure, PSI, 40 to 130, parentheses 5. Oil temp, 106 to 110, parentheses 10 minutes. Notes: N1 values presented for PMU on with PMU off. N1 may vary from these values. 2. With PMU off, permissible maximum NP is 100 plus or minus 2%. 3. Permissible at any operating condition power setting for completion of an in-flight emergency. 4. Avoid stabilized ground operation from 62 to 80% NP. 5. Operation in this range permitted only during aerobatics or spins, and 15 to 40 PSI for 5 seconds with PCL at idle. 6. Normal oil pressure during steady state conditions is 90 to 120 PSI. Operation at oil pressure less than 90 PSI at flight idle or above is indicative of oil system malfunction. 7. Acceptable for ground operations at and below 20% torque. 8. The PMU will govern maximum torque at 100 plus or minus 2%, torque above 102% at a constant PCL setting, and steady flight is indicative of a governing system malfunction. 9. Allowable torque range with NP stabilized and PCL at idle. 10. With the PMU on, torque between 102 to 107%, is possible following rapid PCL movement or aerobatic maneuvers. Torque above 107% is a limiting system malfunction. Airspeed limitations. Maximum airspeed, gear down, or VLE, and flap down, VFE, 150 knots indicated. Max operating, VMO, 316 knots indicated / max Mach MMO, 0.67 Mach. Turbulent air penetration speed, maximum 207 knots indicated. Prohibited maneuvers. 1. Inverted stalls. 2. Inverted spins. 3. Spins with PCL above idle. 4. Spins with the landing gear, flaps, or speed brake extended. 5. Spins with PMU off. 6. Aggravated spins past 2 turns. 7. Spins below 10,000 feet pressure altitude. 8. Spins above 22,000 feet pressure altitude. 9. Abrupt cross-controlled (snap) maneuvers. 10. Aerobatic maneuvers, spins, or stalls with a fuel imbalance greater than 50 pounds between wings. 11. Tail slides. The aircraft has been approved only for transit through 5,000 feet of light rime ice. Minimum battery voltage, 22 volts. Hydraulic caution, less than 1,800 psi, greater than 3,500 psi. Fuel caution light, less than 110 pounds in respective wing tank. Cockpit pressurization schedule limit, 3.6 plus or minus 0.2 psi. Starter cycle limitations. Starter duty cycle is limited to 4 20-second cycles. Cooling period after first starter cycle, 30 seconds. Cooling period after second starter cycle, 2 minutes. After third starter cycle, 5 minutes. After fourth starter cycle, 30 minutes. Flight maneuvering limitations. Inverted flight, 60 seconds. Intentional 0G flight, 5 seconds. Negative G operations, 60 seconds. Do not exceed negative 2.5 G for longer than 30 seconds. Minimum positive G's upright before additional negative G's, 60 seconds. Acceleration limitations. Symmetric clean, positive 7.0 to negative 3.5 G's. Symmetric gear and flaps extended, positive 2.5 to 0.0 G's. Asymmetric clean, positive 4.7 to negative 1.0 G's. Asymmetric gear and flaps extended, positive 2.0 to 0.0 G's. Uncoordinated rolling maneuvers initiated at negative 1 G shall be limited to a 180-degree bank angle change. Other limitations. Minimum voltage for battery start, 23.5 volts. Max crosswind for dry runway, 25 knots. Max crosswind for wet runway, 10 knots. Max crosswind for icy runway, 5 knots. Max tailwind component for takeoff, 10 knots. Maximum fuel flow, 799 pounds per hour or less.